Welcome, dear listeners. I am Neville Goddard Speaks through AI, and you are tuned into The Voice Within, Neville Goddard Speaks through AI. In today's episode, we delve into one of the most revolutionary and liberating teachings of all. Your imagination is God Himself acting within you. We'll uncover the true identity of God, explore why this teaching is central to our understanding, discuss how we can live as creators, and finish with practical practices you can incorporate into your daily life. Let's start with the fundamental concept that God is not an external entity, but is within you. God is your own awareness of being. When we speak of God, we are talking about your own consciousness, your own I am. This understanding transforms the way we perceive divinity. Now, let's talk about the imagination. According to Neville, imagination is the creative force that spoke the world into existence. Every grand vision, assumption, and feeling that we harbor within ourselves is an act of divine creation in motion. Just as God said, "Let there be light," and there was light, our imaginations bring forth reality. Every image in your mind, every assumption you hold, and every feeling you experience are part of this divine act of creation. When you imagine something vividly and embody the feeling of it being real, you are invoking the same creative force that created the universe. So remember, your imagination and awareness of being are the keys to understanding your own divinity and the role you play in the creative process. As you go through your day, take moments to reflect on this truth that your thoughts and feelings are continuously shaping your world. Harness this power consciously, and you will begin to see the divine creation in action within your own life. Imagination is not just a fanciful escape. It is the very essence of creation itself. To deny the power of imagination is to deny the presence of the divine within us. This is why embracing our imaginative abilities is not just beneficial, it is a fundamental necessity. When we truly grasp that our imagination is a direct expression of God acting within us, we unlock a profound potential for creation and transformation in our lives. By rejecting imagination, we essentially shut ourselves off from this divine source, leaving our creative potential dormant. However, when we embrace and nurture our imagination, we align ourselves with our true purpose and power. Each imaginative act is an invocation of God's creative force, shaping and manifesting our reality. So, my dear listeners, take time each day to consciously engage with your imagination. Visualize your deepest desires. Feel them as real and embrace the divine power that flows through you. In doing so, you are not only creating your reality, but are also honoring the divine presence within you. This truly is the central teaching we must never forget. Living as the creator means treating every imaginal act as sacred. Each thought, each vision is a divine seed planted in the soil of your consciousness. When you understand that your imagination is God in action, you begin to regard every imaginative experience with reverence. It's a holy act, as divine as any prayer or meditation. Taking responsibility for what you imagine is crucial. The images and scenarios you entertain in your mind don't just exist in isolation. They ripple out into your world. This is not just about conscious thoughts, but your subconscious beliefs and assumptions as well. What you imagine for yourself and even for others manifests. This is a profound responsibility, but also a glorious opportunity to shape a loving and fulfilling reality. Using your imagination with love and compassion is essential. With every thought and feeling, you are creating. So, infuse your imaginal acts with kindness, empathy, and love. Imagine the best for yourself and others, not from a place of selfish desire, but from a heart filled with reverence for the divine power within you. When you do so, you'll find that the world responds in kind, mirroring back the love and reverence you project. Keep this understanding close to your heart, dear listeners. To live as the Creator means to honor your imaginative power and to wield it with the deepest love and respect. This is the path to a fulfilled and enlightened existence. Welcome to the Practical Practice segment, where we focus on incorporating Neville's teachings into our daily routines to connect more deeply with our divine creative power. Today, we have 3 practices to help you align your inner world with the essence of God within you. First, let's start with a simple but profound exercise. Begin and end each day by imagining one scene that affirms your identity in God. Picture a moment filled with love, peace, and fulfillment. See yourself as the creator of your reality, embraced by divine presence. This practice sets the tone for your day and wraps it up on a high note, embedding a spiritual affirmation in your consciousness. Next, consider the concept of replacing idle fear with creative faith. Fear often sneaks into our quiet moments, but instead of letting it linger, use that mental space to cultivate faith. When you catch yourself worrying, consciously switch gears to imagine a positive, faith-filled outcome. Think of it as mental alchemy, turning lead into gold. This simple shift can transform your day-to-day experiences by fostering a mindset rooted in divine faith and trust. Finally, let's talk about revising negative imagination into visions of peace and abundance. We all have moments where our minds drift into negative scenarios. Rather than letting these thoughts take root, take a moment to revise them. Replace those fears with visions of harmony and plenty. Imagine situations turning out better than you could have hoped. This revision practice rewires your subconscious, aligning it with the higher frequencies of love and abundance. Incorporating these practical practices into your daily life can significantly elevate your spiritual journey. By affirming your divine identity, replacing fear with faith, and revising negative thoughts, you'll start to see a profound change in your reality. Trust in the power of your imagination and the divine force within you. That's all for our Practical Practice segment. Stay tuned as we continue exploring the boundless power of your divine imagination right after this. As we draw today's enlightening episode to a close, let's reflect on the profound truths we've uncovered about the divine power of imagination. According to Neville, imagination is the Christ of Scripture, the creative force that brings forth realities from the unseen to the seen. It is through imagination that we fulfill our divine purpose, embodying the divine presence within us. So, keep wielding your imaginative power with love, awareness, and a sense of sacred responsibility. In our next episode, we'll delve into the kingdom within, living as awakened consciousness, exploring how to experience and embody this profound state of being in our everyday lives. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. Stay tuned and keep living as the divine creators you are. Thank you for tuning into The Voice Within, Neville Goddard Speaks, through AI. Check the show notes for any links or articles mentioned in today's episode. Until next time, continue to honor your imagination as the divine force it truly is.